Hello, it's Monday the 12th. I'm FxPlew. I'm back under the brolly and my gimbal's just run out of battery. So it might be a jerky market brief this morning. Now, economists believe that the UK economy may have returned to growth in November. This is as production recovered following the cyber attack on Jaguar Land Rover. But GDP is forecast for 0.2% growth later in the week, which would be a timely boost for the Labour government. After declines in both September and in October, this would actually be the first increase in growth seen since June, I think. But before we pop the champers to celebrate, retail sales probably dipped 0.1% in November, and the ONS highlighted business spending was pretty subdued ahead of the budget. As such, Thursday's data will probably shine a fresh light on business and consumer confidence in the UK. Over in the US, the economy added 50,000 new jobs in December. The non-farm sweepstake was won by John Sinclair, who was bang on the money after I rounded up his bid of 49,500. Budge up on the top step, Johnny boy. I'm claiming half of that victory was mine. But the latest win for Team Under means 2025 saw the weakest annual job growth since 2003, with 584,000 jobs, I think, added across the whole year. Maybe we should blame AI? For monetary policy, the latest jobs report will likely reinforce Powell's view that the Fed is in a good position and they've got more time to play with before cutting rates again. And speaking of Powell, the Justice Department served the central bank with a grand jury subpoena. This is threatening a criminal indictment relating to Powell's testimony before the US Senate and marks a rather significant escalation from Team Trump. Powell suggested this unprecedented action is less about his testimony and more about interest rates, as he rightly called out whether this means that the future monetary policy decisions will be directed by political pressure or intimidation rather than the traditional Fed independence. In the market, the action after Venezuela saw the dollar index rally to around 99.25 last week, and parallel situations in Iran and Greenland will likely keep the dollar well supported for the foreseeable. We kick off this morning around 134.35 against the dollar, 115.10 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 116.75 on the open. And I have newfound respect for my gimbal because my shoulder is trembling. Toodaloo.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.